G'day guys, you're back with MiracleMAX. Want to hear the world's most annoying sound? Nah, that's got nothing on this one. A customer has bought in a 2005 Honda Accord Euro with the big 2.4 VTEC engine in it. The major problem with it at the moment is that, as you heard, the belt is squealing. What causes this issue? Let's check it out. There can be various reasons for a belt to squeal, which might include oil on the belt itself, allowing it to slip, or a loose belt, in the case of a V-belt, or perhaps even a belt with an automatic tensioner that has given way or failed, allowing it to slip. It could be dirt within the grooves of the pulley, allowing the belt to slide over the top, therefore making it squeal. Or it could be misalignment. Let's have a look at this and see what we can find. This belt here was replaced because of age cracks in it, and you can see there's quite a few in there, quite bad in fact. But ever since I put the belt on, it's actually started to squeal as well. Now I've replaced the new belt with a different brand because I wasn't happy with it. There's something weird about the way this thing squeals. Let's have a look at it. I've spent quite a bit of time cleaning every single pulley, every single groove with a screwdriver and a scribe to make sure that there's no remnants of dirt or the old belt in there, and I'm happy with that. Now the idler pulley usually sits on that little spindle here, just below the power steering pulley that I showed you before. One of the main things you need to check when you're looking at an idler pulley is the bearing itself. So you stick it on your finger, you spin it around, and you shouldn't hear this noise. So we know that that bearing itself is not very happy. But have a look at the pulley surface itself. You can probably see it as it rotates. It changes from a shiny surface over here and gets darker, as if it's been slipping, and it gets darker and darker and darker. Then it comes back shiny again. It's almost like it's out of round, isn't it? If you have a look on the back here, you can see that someone's obviously replaced this bearing at some point and damaged the housing a bit. So I don't know if it's out of round. I've got some footage to show you what it was like before, particularly when the air conditioner was turned on. You could clearly see that the belt was moving across every time the air conditioner was put on. Extra load forced the belt across, and therefore it would misalign the belt within the pulley grooves, causing it to squeal. What happens when a belt is misaligned is that it gets forced to one side, maybe this way, and doing so it gets forced up on one side of the groove, not contacting the other side over here, therefore reducing its surface area, therefore allowing it to slip. And I think that's what's happened in this particular case. I've got a new idler pulley to fit on it and a new belt, so let's see how that works out. This is the new idler pulley that I'm going to fit. It's got the same bearing size, etc. It is a little bit wider, but that shouldn't really be an issue. It'll give more surface area for the belt to fit onto anyway. Alrighty then, it's important to make sure that your tensioner is in good condition. Make sure that it has plenty of tension holding the belt tight. Some of these are spring loaded, some are oil filled as a dampener style, but this one has plenty of tension on it. I can't just use a spanner, I have to use a bar to get extra leverage on it. That seems fine to me. Of course, nowadays with single belts driving so many different pulleys, it's crucial that you get it right. Either take a photo. I took a couple of photos but had trouble taking good quality photos down below, so I've just drawn it. As you can see, I can refer to it as I fit the belt. It's really important at this stage to make sure you spend extra time locating the belt properly, making sure that the belt is located within inside the edges of the pulley so that it's located within the grooves. Have a good look around at each of the pulleys: alternator pulley, power steering pulley, air conditioner pulley, and of course the crankshaft pulley. When you start the engine, it should align itself onto the back of this idler pulley or tensioner okay, and it should be pretty much centered. You might notice on some of these tensioners that there's an arrow and also a line over here. When that arrow lines up with this area here, or this line over here, that indicates that the belt is now stretched, needs to be replaced because the tensioner can't take up any more slack. So she's up and running, no big deal. I'm a little bit interested in that belt there. You can see it sort of vibrating. Don't know if you guys can see it much, but I can certainly see it vibrating a little bit. Just have a look at that pulley down there and see if it changes when the air conditioner goes off and on. Just have a look at it again. But yeah, it's a lot quieter, obviously, no squealing at this point with the aircon coming off and on. So let's just wait for it to kick back in and see if the belt moves. No, it seems to be running true by the looks of it. It's not moving like it was before, hey? Okay, so it's not wandering like it did before, which obviously isn't going to allow it to squeal. I'm happy with that, looks pretty good. I can't see any of the other pulleys moving around at all. The tensioner seems to be holding okay, it's not vibrating at all, which usually indicates that it's got a bit of slack attached to it. So with the aircon going off and on, it's not moving at all, which is good. Just watch the aircon come on again. So it's on, wait for it to come off and have a look at the pulley. Belt on the pulley. Hasn't moved an inch. Excellent. Sweet. Yep, I think we've got a fix there, guys. So I'll road test it and give it a bit of grief and try and wear the parts in, wear the belt into the grooves, etc. And just test it. Back from a road test, as you can see, the belt is still staying on the pulley in the same position. It's not moving like it was before. We'll just wait for the aircon to cut in and just make sure that it doesn't move at all, but I'm happy with that. There was no squealing when I drove in, when I drove out, or even during my road test. There we go, it's all good. So after that road test, I'm happy with the results. The car's going to be here for a couple of days until the customer gets back. So I'll try it each day, make sure that we don't get any belt squealing noises. I hope this has been of some help to you guys trying to find those really annoying belt squealing problems. Problems that can cause that squeal is the belt itself, age cracks, etc., gunk caught into the grooves or the multi-rib belt, loose tension of the belt, oil going onto the belt itself, and misalignment of pulleys, etc. So hopefully we've got this one sorted. I hope you enjoyed this video today, guys, and if you did and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, feel free to comment down below, and hey, don't forget about that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, guys, this is MiracleMAX signing off. I'll catch you later.